This is it. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This Is It Network is your global digital TV network, connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. I do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. We are coming to you live on every platform that will allow me to share Wi-Fi. Coming to you live on Instagram. Hello and good morning, TikTok. Hello to everyone on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Again, I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor. This Is It Network is your global digital TV network, connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. It is a fresh week. It is July 14th. It is mid-July. I cannot believe it. It is mid-July, and we got a lot of things to do. We got a lot of things to get working. We are in the third quarter of the year, if you can believe that, as we cruise through the summer. Our goal is to be able to help you and inspire you and motivate you in any way possible. This Is It Network has been created to be able to support remarkable women across the globe. So many of you are tuning in from Scotland, Nigeria, etc., even Portland, Oregon, Boston, Massachusetts, and so on. So our goal is to provide you with that daily dose of lifestyle news paired with some inspiration and motivation to keep things moving. We have created ecosystem of female founders and our members and subscribers. This Is It Network can also be downloaded on your iOS or Android. You can make sure that you can catch us and download us through Apple TV, Roku, and Fire TV. There's no place that you can't get us. So we're going to do our best to get to you live Monday through Friday. We are going to be live Monday and Thursday of this week. I have 3 speaking engagements this week, which is busy, and in the mornings, therefore, I can't be here. So I do apologize for those of you that are trying to tune in and try to get into a rhythm. We're trying to get into a rhythm as well. I'm going to do my best to avoid the breakfast keynotes. But again, when the message calls, I got to go. I got to go. So I'll be broadcasting from Southern New Jersey. I'll be doing a presentation in Philadelphia, and then also, in middle of New Jersey as well. We broadcast live each and every day, thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts, located here in Blackwood, New Jersey, within the Forum Event Center. We are so excited about the partnership that we have with them. Innovative Catering Concepts handle everything, both on-site and off-site. Hello, good morning. Long time no see. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. As you begin to tune in, let me know in the comments below where you are tuning in from. Again, we are in New Jersey on the East Coast of the U.S. Where are you tuning in from as you catch a little bit of This Is It Network? Again, This Is It Network is your global digital TV network, connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Join our membership community. Log on everywhere you find at This Is It TV. Again, I'm going live from everything, and we'll do our best to come to you as often as possible throughout the week. We are live on TikTok. Hello, everyone. We're live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and we're also live on Instagram. So good to see you. Vineland, New Jersey. I grew up in Galloway Township, so we played Vineland and a lot of key sports when we were down there. So good to see you. Hello from Philadelphia. Good to see you. Where are you guys coming in from? Let me know in the comments below. We'd love to stay connected with as many of you as possible. Speaking of that, we have an amazing event coming up, 2 amazing events coming up. You can find them within the links within the bio, as well as the information within the post. So number 1, we have a women's health event that is happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is International or National Fibroid Awareness Month. For those of you that suffer silently with fibroids, we are celebrating awareness as it relates to fibroid awareness and reproductive awareness. So we'll be hosting an event in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in University City in specific on July 22nd. So that's 6:30 to 8:30. Some free apps, some free cocktails. You can RSVP. It's a free event. So I want you to join us. We're doing a lot within women's health education, and we don't want you to miss out on any of that. It's at Louie Louie, which is part of the Fearless Restaurant Groups. And we're so super excited to be partnering with them on this event. And this event is brought to you by Hologic, which is our huge partner with us here at This Is It Network. We've done tons of events with them. recently did an event with them and Venus Williams in New York City. We have our Philadelphia event on July 22nd. So if you'd like to join us, please let me know in the comments below, or don't forget to RSVP wherever you can find a link. I know people are calling, they're excited. I want to make sure that you guys have all the information that you need. The next event that we have going on, for some of you that are all over the country, planes, trains, and automobiles, don't be scared. Make sure you join us. We have our 5th annual, Taquan, can you imagine? 5th annual women's conference. So This Is It Network Live Women's Conference. It will be from here at the Forum Event Center, thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts. That's September 19th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be having a really great time. We're going to be connecting with all of you, keynotes, workshops, as well as panel discussions, elevating the voices of women, and then celebrating the importance of women's health. So that's September 19th. That's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's a full day worth of events and activities. You can come on in. We'll have information regarding hotel stays, as well as all of the information regarding the conference. More information will be coming out today. So please, if you need more information on that, that can be found at thisisItTV.com/live. All of that information that I just spewed at you, girls. Good morning, Cassandra. How are you? All of that information can be found on our website. You can log on to thisisItTV.com and then follow, fan, and like us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. Again, coming to you live. Hello, my friends at Instagram. Hello, my friends on TikTok. And hello to all of you. Hello to all of you on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We're going to do our best to show up for you as often as we can. Today is Monday, July 14th. We'll be back on Thursday, which happens to be July 17th, for another morning message. This is meant to be inspiration and motivation. You could also check out all of our previous content by downloading us on iOS and Android. You could also make sure you contact us right away, and by downloading us and watching us on Apple TV, Fire TV, as well as making sure we have a Fire TV and Roku. So we're on everything. You can catch us on everything. We'll be launching with 26 new shows before the end of the year, which is crazy, and then 42 new shows as we embark into 2026. If you have a voice, if you have a story to share, if you have ever wanted to host your own digital talk show, maybe this is time for you to partner with This Is It Network. We are in search of experts. We are in search of people who have a voice and want to share it. So if you are ever in need of getting in touch, if you are ever in need of saying, hey, I would have an idea for a show, I have an idea for how I can connect with remarkable women all over the globe, I'd love to hear from you. So let us know in the comments below or send us a direct message. You can hear me talking throughout this broadcast to a gentleman named Taquan Allen. He is my production manager. He has been with us for, oh my gosh, a decade now. 10 years we've been planes, trains, and automobiles in order to be able to share inspiring stories with remarkable women. And so he has helped me plug everything in. We are coming to you live. We have an iPad, a phone, a device, a monitor, 2 cameras, 3 lights. I mean, it's crazy. A microphone, all of the things. We've plugged them all in at once and they seem to be working. But thanks to the Wi-Fi here at Innovative Catering Concepts at the Forum Event Center, we can do what we do, and we're trying to do it well. So thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate it. Every day I'm going to start with a little bit of a theme, a little bit of understanding of how we can kind of think about our days. One of the things that I've been talking to a lot is a lot of people feel stuck. A lot of people are in this position, in this moment in time, where not only is the world worlding, I guess that's the best way to describe it, Squan. Not only is the world really giving us everything that it can to be able to disrupt our peace, but at the same time, we're figuring out how to move forward collectively, how to move forward independently, how to be able to use our voice for good, how to be able to be an active participant in what we've got going on. And that tends to be challenging when so much is out of our control. I don't know if any of you feel this way, but let me know in the comments below if you are feeling kind of out of control in the moment. I don't necessarily have control over what people are saying, what people are doing. I am doing my best to do my best, but I feel fairly stuck. And one of the things that a lot of people are thinking about in this moment is starting over. A lot of people are like, you know what, I'm going to throw everything away and I'm going to start over. And what I want you to do is I want you to truly start from where you are. There's this nature of like throwing everything out. What is the coin? I'm going to throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? I'm going to throw everything out. I want to get rid of everything. I want to start fresh. This is not working, so I'm going to get rid of everything. But I am going to encourage you to get directions from where you are. When you are lost in life, you very seldom, if ever, I don't suggest that you start over by going all the way home. You're trying to get to an anniversary party. You're trying to get to school. You have now gotten lost on your way to your destination. What we are not going to do is to turn the car all the way around, go home, and start the journey over. What we are going to do is get directions from where we are. And I think a lot of us are in that position, in that space, in that time. We're in that time and in that position where we are lost and we are looking for direction. And what I want to do is provide a little bit of that direction. I'm not going to encourage you to quit, right? Because that's often the situation, right, Taquan? When you are in a bad situation, those that love you, those that care for you, those that want you to do well, those that want you to stop hurting, they encourage you to find something new to do. They encourage you, why don't you start something else? Why don't you go back to work, right? Meanwhile, you have quit your job for this dream that you have. Why don't you get a part-time job? Why don't you figure out various ways to go? And I'm not saying that any of those suggestions are bad, but I often believe that that's what other people are perpetuating onto you because they want your pain to stop. And oftentimes, though that reaction to your actions isn't useful, right? Because you need help moving forward. You don't need help going backwards. We can do that easily and by ourselves. Frankly, for those of you that are giving me the opinion to quit, I could have quit by myself. When I come to you, I'm coming to you because I need help moving forward. I don't need help doing less. And so what I want us to think about collectively as a group is how we can help each other do more, how we can ask for directions from where we stand, how we can look at each other and say, okay, I have come this far. I am not where I want to be, but I sure as hell am not where I was. So how can I work with, whether it be This Is It Network, the community I find within the chat and in the comments, how can I find resources to help me move forward? Because ultimately that is the missing piece, right? I don't need help quitting. That's not something I need help with. I don't need help letting go. I don't need help doing less. I don't need help giving up. That's something no one needs help doing. What I do need help is moving forward. And oftentimes we're encouraged to put things down. And at This Is It Network, we're here to help you carry it. We're here to help you move things forward. We're here to help you understand what you need to do, what the resources are, how things are available for you moving forward. Because lesser people are moving forward. They just have more resource. They have more connections. They have people picking up the phone who want to point them in the right direction, who are giving them the direction. I always tease, especially here in Southern New Jersey, is that when you get lost from where you stand, you pick up the phone and you call a friend and you say, I'm looking at a Wawa and a Wawa, where should I go? Right? I'm looking at a Dunkin' Donuts, and a Starbucks. Where should I turn? And that's really where we are in this moment. Not, I'm going to figure it out myself. I'm going to go all the way home. That's a waste of gas. The gas that you have in your vehicle should take you forward, not take you home again. Do you understand what I mean? And I want for us to begin to think about what do we need in order to be able to move forward. And a lot of you will comfortably say with all of your bated breath, with 10 toes on the ground, Sheldon, give me more money, right? And I'm not saying that we don't all need more money, because that's true. We do. We all need more money. But what are the resources that you need? What are the relationships that you need? The majority of you are in the right space in your life, doing the right things, but in the wrong rooms. We talked about this last time. Right? It's not you necessarily. And this is not me inflating your ego. This is me attempting to be useful. I don't think it's you. I think you are just talking to the wrong people. And I think that what we can do as a collective, as a group, as a resource, as a network, is attempt to find you the right people. Attempt to find you the right resources. Attempt to find you the right connections. Attempt to get you in the right rooms doing the right things. And so many of us in so many cases tend to really put ourselves in the wrong rooms and dictate and share. And that reaction, that negative reaction to us in those wrong rooms end up being our truth. But when we are in the right rooms, we sound different. People hear and see us differently. What we are saying, people are fluent in our ambition when we are in the right rooms. When we're not in the right rooms, people don't understand us. People aren't clear. People are encouraging us to quit, not figuring out how we can move forward. This Is It Network is your right room. It's the room that encourages you to move forward. I can't claim and will never claim that I have all the answers, but I need to know where you want to be so we can find the answers together. That's usually what we're missing. We're usually, those of us who are ambitious, those of us who are kind, those of us who want to be able to celebrate who everyone is, we are missing resource. And that resource isn't always money. Sometimes it's money, but it isn't always money. It's more of a connection. You know the notion of it isn't who you are, it's who you know, right? And a lot of you are sitting in your homes comfortably being like, I don't know anyone, right? But how can we make that easier? How can we make that easier in this world where it is easy? Taquan's gonna kill me. It ain't easy to go live right now. This is gonna be like, girl, you crazy. But is it easy to go live on all of these different platforms? But in a world in which we are able to go live on all of these different platforms, right? That means that there are people who can see you, people who can connect with you, and that are right around the corner. So I want that to be the case, right? More trust in each other and reaching out. Yes, I agree with you. Giving ourselves the space to be able to do that. Giving ourselves the space to be able to do that in a comfortable room. I think that is also the piece, right? A lot of us aren't reaching out because we are nervous about the reactions to our actions, right? Will they take me seriously? Am I worthy of being in the room I want to be in? This room called This Is It Network is safe. I'm okay if you come to this room knowing nothing. If anything, the majority of us know nothing, right? Why would I need guidance if I had all the answers? I think that there's something beautiful to admitting that you do not have all the answers. I do not have all the answers. I have the ability to connect people. I have the ability, thanks to Taquan, to be able to broadcast live, right? As those of you that are seeing me on TikTok and Instagram, on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, I now have been able to create this space for us to be in community with each other, for us to ask questions, whether it be technical questions, what does SEO mean? Or whether it be just common questions like, how do you get a good night's sleep? There needs to be resources in which we tap into, and we don't often have resources. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. Never. I do not want to be the smartest person in the room. I am genuinely nosy, super curious. I want to be able to learn more today than yesterday. And oftentimes, so many people expect you to have all of the answers. There's this weird notion nowadays, in particular, is that pretending to know more than you do. What? Why? I want to come belly up, coffee in hand, be like, girl, teach me. What do? Let me know. And let me have the privilege of teaching you what I know. And the collective is where we grow. But instead, it's this idea of this arrogance that we all need in this way. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need to be boastful in this way. We don't need to know everything. I don't want to know everything. I want to be in a space where I can feel good knowing less and tap into the experts who have dedicated their lives to the space. I feel fine. Let me put it this way. It's also very selfish. Let's be really honest. I can't know everything. I'm okay with what I know. There are people that are proficient in Excel. You spreadsheet loving fools. You are out there cutting, pasting, making things add up in a spreadsheet. That is not my life, right? And who am I to take that from you? If you love a good spreadsheet, take it, enjoy it, love it, right? And I'm gonna give that to you so I can be good in that space. You may not love keynote speaking where it lights me up. You may not want to give a presentation because you would prefer to send an email. Let me do what I do and I'll let you do what you do. And collectively, we can change the world. There's also this sense that all of us need to be everything, and that's an exhausting state of affairs. And what often happens is we fail at most things when we're expected to be all things. And so what I want us to do is I want us to understand what we bring to the table. Right? The other day I was calling it the potluck. We're all going to have the potluck of services, right? What do you bring? I don't need 17 casseroles that all taste the same. ish. I need everybody to bring a different dish because that makes the meal hearty. That makes the meal taste good. That makes the party excellent. Does that make sense to all of you? And so many of you don't understand what your dish is. So many of you don't understand what you bring to the table, right? And I want this to be a situation when you feel good about who it is that you are. I want this to be a situation where you feel really good about what you bring to the table with the willingness to learn more. It's that combination of it. Not only you should feel good about what you bring to the table, you should feel good about what you know with the same space held for what you don't know. Listen, this is what I do well. I'm not perfect, right? But you don't need to be perfect to be great. You don't need to be the best to be great. You don't need to be the best to be worthy. And so what This Is It Network does is elevate the voices of remarkable women, provides women an opportunity to hear and see and learn as we go and really take heed of what is important to what we've got going on. We all have something unique to bring to the table. Thank you so much, Coach Jackie. We all have something unique to bring to the table. We all have something unique that we all need to contribute to this world. We can choose how to do it. We can choose how to be able to participate in it, or we can choose to not participate at all. The majority of you have ambition. Where are you going to put it? What are you going to do with it? The answer is not starting over. The answer is not giving up. The answer is not throwing in the towel. The answer is not, it is not my time. The answer is, what am I supposed to do? It's you being brave enough to ask the question. It's you being brave enough to say, I don't know what I am doing. Let me find individuals who are better at doing the thing. Let me go find somebody who wants to do the thing, right? For me, it's leaving the Excel spreadsheets to people who want them, people who know how to do them, people who live for them, people who get all jazzed up when they add things up, they hit a column and figure it out. I'm going to be the keynote speaker. You can work on the Excel sheets. Right? Because what we think we need to be is everything to everyone, and that is just exhausting. It's exhausting, and there's no way to win. There's no way to be better. There's no way to learn that way. And right now, there's this huge, huge campaign for us to know less, and I won't have it. The only way that we can grow as a people, as a group, as a community is for us to celebrate who knows more. It's us to be in rooms with people who appreciate what I know as I'm equally learning from them. That's what This Is It Network is. So we're trying to figure out various ways and various expertise and various experts in which can contribute to the platform so we can all learn more. So we can all learn more. We were talking the other day about, creators that cook. And though I warm things up, and I cook occasionally, there are people who really love to cook. And for me, I love to learn from those people. That doesn't mean I'm less of a person because I don't cook. That doesn't mean I'm less of a person because my whole platform isn't cooking. That means that I now have people that can teach me how to cook. It's an empowering thing. It is an empowering thing. It is an empowering thing to see and be free of trying to be everything. If anything, that is what I want to put down. The notion that I've got to be everything to everyone and that every single day I got to try to be good at every single thing. Absolutely not. No, thank you. No, thank you, Taquan. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Why? Because it's the same energy. So hear me out. It's the same energy that you use to pretend to be something else that you could use to be proficient in something in which you enjoy. This is why, and Taquan's heard this 17 times, this is why I cannot stand New Year's resolutions. Hello, everyone. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor from This Is It Network. I can't stand New Year's resolutions. I cannot stand them. I cannot. Why? Because oftentimes this is what we do during New Year's resolutions. What we do during New Year's resolutions and say, and I'm not trying to take away from the fact that you want to run a marathon. I think you should run a marathon if you want to run a marathon. But oftentimes, people are barely walking and they say they want to run a marathon. What happens is they say that in January and by March, they do nothing. They do nothing. What I want us to do is I'm not discouraging you because you know I ain't here for that. I only share joy. I am here to cheer you on. all the time. But I know what will cheer you on is getting closer to what it is that you deserve. I would rather you take what you are good at and become excellent than take what you are unable to do and then become mediocre. Because it is the same energy. The energy that you pour into something in which you do not love, something in which you are not good at, something that somebody told you about the expectations that you should be doing, and you take all of that energy and you become okay, right? You spend all of that energy, invest the time, you get the trainer, you do the thing, but if you can identify what you are good at and you take that same amount of energy, you could be getting closer to becoming an expert, have a sense of expertise, have a sense of credibility and thought leadership in something that you've dedicated your life to, as opposed thinking and being mediocre in multiple ways. You can be proficient in something that matters to you. How are you spending your energy? It goes back to starting over. That's a lot of energy to start from scratch, as opposed to using that momentum to move forward. It's the same energy, the same time you spend going all the way home to start the journey all the way over again is the same energy you can spend moving from where you are to get closer to what it is that you want. That's what I'm talking about. And if we do that collectively, right? If we do that collectively as a group, we will get closer to the world that we want, to the country that we want, to the community that we want. But the fatigue has us quitting. The fatigue has us questioning why we need to learn more, why we need to work together, why is it even worth it? What is the point? The point is that we deserve better. The point is that we are close to better. The point is that no one ideally is going anywhere. And the way to move is to move together. And when we move together, we thrive together. And I know a lot of you are like, this is a little Super Soul Sunday. I know. And you were like, girl, you are too optimistic for me. I get it. But somebody's got to be. I am okay with understanding and recognizing that this world has problems, because it does. In a lot of places, it's either underwater or on fire. And I recognize it. I am not in denial. But we do not need one more person to tell us that the world is on fire. We do not need one more person to tell us that it sucks. We do not need one more person to tell us that it is not working out the way in which we had intended. We need people to find solutions. We need a plan. And I am not here to point at the rain and tell you you are wet. I am here to figure out a solution. I am here to figure out how we move forward. I am here to figure out how we dance in the rain. I'm here to figure out how we can make not only community, but wealth. How we can enjoy our lives. How we can meet more people today than yesterday that can help us get the lives in which we deserve. That's what This Is It Network is. This Is It Network is a global digital streaming platform that connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do it each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. We may not have 1 million followers, but we do not need 1 million followers to make $1 million. You need the right people in order to communicate and connect. And that's what we're doing. We're not screaming into the wind. We're working out what we're going to do together in order to do well. You don't have to be the best and the most popular to make an impact. And what I want to do is I want to be able to find how many experts are out there, how many people are out there that we need to be able. Thank you so much, Nita. Thank you so much. How many people out there that really want to work with us to be able to get closer, to live in a little bit better, to be closer to experts that actually have something to say. Closer to individuals that can help us move in the proper direction. I know and you know that we don't love where we are, period. But I don't need somebody to keep telling me where we are. I need us to figure out how to get out of here, how to move forward, how to be able to work together. I need to share and display the importance of what our diverse thought looks like, what inclusion feels like. Not just because it feels good, but because it's useful, because it's profitable, because it's fun, because it tastes good and feels good and sounds good, because the party is better when we all attend. I was talking a little bit earlier, for those of you that are just joining, I'm Sheldon Bartlett Rumor. I'm the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. We are broadcasting live on anything that has Wi-Fi. Hello, my folks from Instagram. Hello, all of you from TikTok. Hello, my darling friends from Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. I know, we're doing it. Thanks to Taquan Allen, our production manager, keeping us together, keeping me plugged in, making sure that you can hear and see me. I'm so excited that you're able to join us. For more information on This Is It Network, log on to thisisItTV.com. Please follow us everywhere at This Is It TV. We are on every single platform. We want to make sure that we're getting more information to you. We'll be launching our Substack today. We have a few articles up there, but we'll be more regimented as it relates. We send out our weekly email newsletter that already went out this morning. So if you'd like to join our newsletter, make sure that you, again, check out the link within the post or head over to our Linktree. Information on how to get in touch with us and how to get involved is all right there mapped out for you. Our goal is to create the largest network of female founders and entrepreneurs and female leaders, executives, and entrepreneurs that this world has to offer. So our membership community is equally available. You can find that information, again, within the link in post or within our Linktree. We meet every week. Our next meeting, based on some traveling and schedule, is next Wednesday, July 23rd. We'll be getting together in order for us for me to teach, for me to share, for all of you to connect with each other. It's next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. So if you're interested in becoming a member of our community or learning more about what we've got going on, please let me know. We also have two major events that are coming up. Next week, next Tuesday, July 22nd, we'll be hosting our Women's Health event in celebration of National Fibroid Awareness Month. Fibroids is a thing that a lot of people are dealing with, myself included. It's something that we don't talk enough about, but we want to definitely shed more light to. It's a busy, busy month with us doing a number of different events in order to support fibroid awareness. Thanks to our friends at Hologic, we'll be hosting an event on the 22nd of July from 6:30 to 8:30. It's a free event with free cocktails, as well as free appetizers. We'll be doing a lot of informational discussions on what fibroids, uterine and reproductive health. So please join us. Again, thanks to our friends at Hologic. It will be at the Louie restaurant in University City. Thanks to our friends at the Fearless Restaurant Group. They're absolutely wonderful. We'll be hosting that event next Tuesday. So please, please, please join us. Again, 6:30 to 8:30. You can RSVP, again, with the link in bio as well as within the post. And then our big event, which is our 5th annual This Is It Network Live Women's Conference. Our This Is It Network Live Women's Conference will be held on September 19th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Come ready to learn, laugh, and to really connect with remarkable women from all over the country with planes, trains, and automobiles. Information on hotel stays as well as additional venue information will be provided. We'll be hosting it here thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts. We are broadcasting live from the Forum Event Center in Blackwood, New Jersey. Yes, we are in New Jersey, Southern New Jersey specific, on the East Coast of the U.S. So if you are in the area or willing to come in and see us, we'd love to have you. We got a lot going on, and we want you to be part of every single step of the way. Could you please tell us your TikTok live schedule? Yes. So this week we'll be on now on today's Monday, 9. We typically on from 9 to 11. We'll be back on Thursday. We'll be promoting it through all of the platforms. Next week it should be a 5-day a week. So our goal is to be every morning, 9 to 11, providing you with a little bit of inspiration and motivation. But I'll make sure to be able to share that schedule with all of you. So we like to be able to pop on around 9 o'clock and then go to 11. At the end of the month, we will be adding guests, which is super exciting, to our lives and connecting with our guests as well. Right now, we're broadcasting live on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So we are everywhere you can find at This Is It TV through our live resources at this moment. If you are interested in getting involved in This Is It Network, if you're interested in learning more about what This Is It Network offers, or even hosting a show or contributing content, whether it be written or social content to our blog or social platforms, please let me know in the comments below or send me a direct message. So we had a busy weekend. My son turns 8, Tohan, if you can believe it. My son turns 8 on Friday, which on the 18th. So we had birthday parties for him this week. Taquan. We had birthday parties for him this weekend. So all of my family, I'm an immigrant, so I'm from West Africa. I'm a U.S. citizen when I was 17, but my African fam, who's just loving life, they all came through. It was so super fun. So we had the family party on Saturday. You'll hear me talk about my family quite a bit because they're a piece of work. I love them. They came in through on Saturday. I know, he's so cute. And then on Sunday, we had the kids party. We had it at the Launch Trampoline Park. Next time you'll be there, Taquan. We had the Launch Trampoline Park. So I don't know how many mommies are watching right now and the pressure of putting together a party. And what is tough is summer birthdays are tough for my boy. Because again, in the summer, they don't have school to be able to follow up with the students and make sure they get invites. So I put the invitation in the last day. But you know, mommies don't open that bag until like midway through the summer, right? To get that lunch out and all the things. So, but anyway, he had a really great turnout. I don't know if it's any of the other moms out there, but you just sort of like, please have people come to the boys' birthday party, please, please, please. But it was a lovely turnout and he had a really good time. So my son, again, turns 8 on Friday. I got a high schooler. My goodness, my daughter is 14. She's going to be in high school this year. So we're gearing up for all of that. She's got dance. She's got all the things. So I am one of many things, like a lot of us are out there. I am not only a mother, but a wife. I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a host. I'm a keynote speaker. I'm a lot of different things. I'm an immigrant. I'm a former Division I athlete. I'm a lot of stuff. I'm an adjunct professor. I got a lot of stuff going on. And because of that, it requires me to be on my toes quite a bit. And so I know that I'm not alone. For those of you that are following Fanning and Liking, you live in a lot of different verticals. You have a lot of different things going on. So This Is It Network has been designed for you. It has been designed for the individuals that do more before noon than the average person does in 7 days. That's what this platform is for. It's for the average person that does more, the remarkable, ambitious woman that does more before noon than the average person does in 7 days. And we aren't encouraging you to put it down. We're not encouraging you to quit it. We're not the best friend that says you do too much. We're saying, okay, what do you have to do? That is a different energy, right? That's a different energy in a different space, because oftentimes we're surrounded by people who do less, aren't we? Aren't we outnumbered by people who do less? We are. And so when we are outnumbered by people who do less, we're encouraged to dim our light. We're encouraged to do less and put it away. And so This Is It Network is really about encouraging you to do all of the things, right? That's what a woman do, right? A lot of different things. And we do it seamlessly. Not only do we do a lot of different things, we do it unapologetically. Oftentimes we do it without complaining. We don't even realize what we have done while we are doing it. People are made like us in a lot of cases. Again, we're outnumbered by people who would never. And so it makes it hard for us to gain guidance. It makes it hard for us to find community. It makes it hard for us to be surrounded by people who can help us. It makes it very, very hard for us to do that because oftentimes we are the only one, right? You hear the notion about check on your strong friends. Check on the people who are doing. Check on the people who are constantly saying yes to everything. The people who are like picking people up, dropping them off, helping people move, babysitting their kids, willing to take the sign up for the classroom mom. We're all of those things. And so how do we help that woman? How do we help that woman who's willing to help everyone else, but very seldom gets asked how they're doing? Those are the people that we love so much. And we want to pour so much into them. And again, I'm not going to claim that we do it the best. I'm not going to claim that we do it right. I'm not going to claim that we're always on time. I'm just going to claim that I'm going to do my best. And I'm going to show up as best as I can. So for those of you that are new, let me know in the comments below where you are tuning in from. Let me know where you are listening to us from. We are located here in Southern New Jersey on the East Coast here in the United States. Thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts, we broadcast live from the Forum Event Center. Hello from Atlanta. We have a trip to Atlanta planned. I think, Nita, we got to talk. We got to talk. I want to be able to make sure that we're connecting with all of you. We'll be doing a little bit of a tour in 2026. We'll be visiting a number of major cities. Atlanta is one of them. We'll also be heading to some major events. We'll be heading to the Sundance Film Festival in Denver, Colorado in January. We'll be heading to San Francisco for the Super Bowl in February. Our goal is to be able to celebrate remarkable women wherever there are major events. So we'll be hosting a Women in Films panel during that week of Sundance in Denver, Colorado in January. We'll be hosting a women in sports panel during the Super Bowl week in San Francisco. So we're always attempting to do so many things to connect with all of you. We go head to Austin, Texas for South by Southwest. We head to LA for the Grammys. We do all of these major events in which we meet remarkable women who are making it happen within their category of interest. So we're really dedicated to elevating experts. We're really dedicated to elevating people who are doing remarkable things. Nita, we're going to talk. You're stuck with me. I already told you. We're going to figure it out. Let me know in the comments below or send me a direct message, please. Send me a direct message because I'd love to be able to connect with you. We're building a community of female founders. We're building a community of leaders, executives, and entrepreneurs who want to get closer to what it is that they deserve but need more resources. And that those resources aren't always money. Though I understand that money is necessary for most of everything. But that's not always money that we're talking about. We're talking about connections. We're talking about community. We're talking about the ability to know more people today than yesterday. We're talking about getting into the right room so you can do the right thing, right? Because a lot of us are in the wrong rooms doing the right thing. And so often we're not getting connected or aligned with the right people. Right? And so I want us to begin to think about how we can connect and how we can continue to build relationship, how we can continue to build community in a way that is useful, in a way that helps us get to where we want to be. But I need you to do this first thing. I need you not to turn the car around. I need you not to give up. I need you not to give up. And when I say that, that doesn't mean not be practical, right? Because some of us are in a situation where we're not eating. So I'm not here. Sheldon said not to give up. I want us to figure out a way through. I don't want you to go back. I want you to figure out a way through. And figuring out a way through might be getting a part-time job, might be doing side hustles, might be getting different opportunities so you can move forward. I always talk about it as it relates to a journey. And you putting something into your GPS. How many of you use your GPS in order to get from even where you sit right now to home? You know how to get there, but you put it into your GPS anyway. You put it into your GPS anyway because you want to see how long it's going to take you. If any of you are like me, you race your GPS, right? You race your GPS to that destination. If it says you have to be there at 11:20, you're like, I'm going to arrive at 11:18, right? Because you're racing your GPS to be able to figure it out. And so many of us are in a space where we have not put a destination into our GPS, but we are wondering why we are lost. We are out here winging all things. And we're wondering why we're lost. Of course, we feel the need to go home. Of course, we feel the need to start the journey over because we don't know where the hell we're going. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to say where I'm going. I don't want to make a definitive notion as to say, I want to go do this or be this because one, it makes it real. And two, what if I never get there? And all those are valid. All those are valid things for you to think. All those are valid things for you to say, okay, what if I don't get there? What if I never get there? I told everybody that I was on my way to California, but what if I never get there? But where could you go along the way? If you're driving, for us, we're in Southern New Jersey, right? Again, thanks to our friends at Forum Event Center. We're in Southern New Jersey. If we're going from Southern New Jersey to California, there is a lot of space. Maybe I stop in Phoenix and I never make it to LA, but I would never have made it to Phoenix if I wasn't on my way to LA. Does that make sense? It's about moving forward. It's about getting closer to what it is that we want. And that doesn't necessarily mean that we even get to that final destination, but the moving in that direction gets us closer to what we deserve. Gets us closer to what we deserve. And I want us to think about that. I want us to think about, where do you want to go? Because backwards isn't an option I want you to explore. I want you to think about where and how you can move forward to get closer to what it is that you want. What's ahead of you? I don't want you to start over. It's exhausting to start over. It's exhausting to go back to the starting line when you're already one lap ahead. Don't go backwards. What else can we do to move forward? This Is It Network wants to help you move forward. For those of you that are not familiar with This Is It Network, we are a global digital streaming platform that connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that each and every day through our growing content, our engaging community, and the real connections that we provide. You can download us on iOS or Android. You can check us out on Apple TV, Roku, or Fire TV. You can also log on to thisisItTV.com or follow us everywhere you find at This Is It TV. We're doing our best to broadcast as often often as possible each and every morning. The next time, based on some calendar conflicts, I have a few keynote speeches I have to do throughout the week this week, so I will not be available in the mornings. The next morning I'll be available and broadcasting live will be Thursday morning. So that's Thursday, July 17th. We will be broadcasting live. So I want to make sure that you have all of that information so we can do that in a really wonderful way. I have a keynote speech on Tuesday, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm booked and busy. I ain't complaining. But unfortunately, I will not be here to be able to broadcast live with all of you. So the goal is for us to get ourselves into a rhythm, to broadcast live with all of you and provide you with resources. We have a whole roster of new shows, 26 new shows that will be broadcast on This Is It Network up until the end of the year. We'll be slowly distributing the content week after week. We have a couple things we're sitting on that I've got to work on some things for everybody. Thank you so much. And then by the end of 2026, we should be at about 42 show mark. At least that's our benchmark. That is us getting into the car and trying to drive to California. We might end instead of 42, 36, but we can't get to 42 unless I get to 36. Does that make sense? Too many of us are standing still. Too many of us are saying what we don't have. Too many of us are saying that we can't do. Too many of us are saying that it's not for me in this moment. And let me just go backwards. I'm not saying you shouldn't take a break because, my God, we all need a break. I'm not saying that you shouldn't put it down when you don't feel as if you can carry it anymore because, oh my gosh, so many of us are exhausted. But what I am saying is that you need to keep your eyes moving forward. You need to keep your eyes moving forward so you can get closer to what it is that you deserve. Too many of us are standing still, or too many of us are looking to start all the way over again. And I don't want that to happen. I want us to be able to move forward in a way in which we deserve. And when I say moving forward, that doesn't mean you got to be at a full sprint. Because oftentimes that leads to us wanting to give up or moving too fast in those directions. Because let me tell you something severely from the bottom of my heart, crawling is still forward. Crawling is still forward. So many of you think that it has to be cute to move forward. So many of you think it has to be perfect or polished to be able to move forward. And that is simply not the case. We're going to do our best to do our best, one step at a time, 1 foot at a time, 1 day at a time to be able to get there. And so often we don't give ourselves the opportunity because we're trying to perfect the process when we just need to participate in progress. That's all. We just need to participate in progress. We just need to say, I need to meet one more person today than yesterday. That is it. Because then that's 5 more contacts for the weekday, that's 7 more contacts for a full week, and that is moving in the right direction. Too many of us are looking at our days as a full list of things, right? Taquan knows that I've done this. I write things down. I'm still old school. I got a notebook full of nothing right now. In the offset that I want to write something down. And so many of us are in that space, and we do this. And I used to do this so often. I used to write a full to-do list, a gross to-do list. So many items, so many things, 100 things on a to-do list that only has 24 hours. And so many of you may be in that same boat where you're constantly writing things down. You're constantly saying, oh, these are all the things I need to do. And oftentimes that overwhelms us. Oftentimes that makes us really nervous because now we've put these benchmarks down. I no longer write a to-do list. I only write a today list. And that today list can only have 5 things on it. What am I going to do today to get closer to where it is I deserve to be? Not the to-do list of all these gigantic things that may never get done or all these things that I will never figure out how to accomplish. But what am I going to do today that can get me closer to what it is that I deserve tomorrow? It's this beautiful, immediate participation that I can be part of, something that I can really look at, that can keep me moving forward and avoid me wanting to quit or wanting to let go or wanting to give up or wanting to be convinced that the only way is no way. I want us to begin to think about what we are doing. I want you to begin to think about how you can move forward, how we can avoid wanting to give up. And I'm not saying you're not going to have those days, because believe me, there's oftentimes valleys on the way to where it is that you need to go. But I just need us not to get mail there. Does that make sense? I need you not to find residence in the valley. It's okay if we sometimes visit the valley on the way to where we're going. It's okay that sometimes we have to have a little pit stop in the pity party. I'm okay with that because I think that that's the reality of the situation. And if that didn't exist, I think that that would just be us fooling ourselves. Sometimes this isn't going to feel good. Sometimes getting to where you want to be is going to be really uncomfortable. But when we find that comfort within the discomfort, we can be able to move forward. Right? Able to move forward in a way that makes sense, whether it's taking your to-do list and making a today list, it's being realistic because crawling is still forward. Little things and little impacts, right, is still forward. It gives us an opportunity to continue to move forward. And as we continue to move forward, as we continue to find resources, as we continue to look at each other as an opportunity and not as a threat, as an opportunity for us to learn, and as we sit in rooms with people who are smarter than us, This Is It Network provides this community. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we want. This Is It Network is a digital streaming platform. It is a marriage between content and community. If Masterclass, the digital educational platform, and Netflix, right, was married and combined with every women's group that you could possibly imagine under the sun, that's what This Is It Network would be. An opportunity to use content to create connections through a realistic community. And we need that more than ever. We need community now more than ever. We need to celebrate everything that all of us are continuously as we learn from each other in a strategic way. I am not ashamed of what I do not know. I am eager to find people who know more than me because I am nosy and curious and I'm excited about what I can discover and therefore what I can share with people who aren't exposed to the things in which I'm exposed to. I'm a nosy person, right? And so many of us have used these digital platforms such as TikTok and Instagram and YouTube to learn from each other. And we take that education, that learning, and we make feta pasta in our house, or we figure out how to DIY a project, or now we know how to increase our credit score, or whatever the thing in which we are learning at the time is. We work on that and we digest that. That's what we want more of. We want to be able to provide more opportunities for people to learn and laugh at the same time. And so my big piece of homework for all of you is that are there educators out there that can help us do that? Are there individuals in your community? Are you one of those individuals that have a sense of expertise in a specific, unique category? And a lot of people are like, okay, I'm not a PhD, but have you worked 20 years in the industry in order to provide insight? In order to give knowledge, share knowledge? Are we able to do that in a way where people live better? People work better? People have a better life? People can see a different perspective and encourage that perspective forward. This Is It Network is your, all caps, your digital streaming platform. What do you want to consume? What else do you want to see? Who do you want to see? In the tapestry of life, in the diversity of it, in the inclusion of it, in the joy of it, that all of that, not just showing that diversity and inclusion is fun and delicious and beautiful, but that it's profitable and useful and accessible. We are excited about everything that we've created and everything that we've done. And it is just a game to be played. I mean, right? Taquan Allen, who sits behind the cameras, plural, and they plugged everything in and making sure I'm not electrocuted, is doing so in a way that we are figuring out the best ways to get to all of you. We're figuring out the best ways in order to be able to do it. We are in a time where I, as an independent producer, can do all of this. I can broadcast live from Instagram, from TikTok, from YouTube, from LinkedIn, from Facebook, all at the same time, right? A self-funded project can bring this all to you. I can create this. I can create something that is useful for the masses. I don't have to be standing outside a burning house telling you it's on fire. I'm out here looking for solutions, holding a bucket and a hose. That's what I'm looking to do. This Is It Network wants to find solutions. We want to elevate experts in various categories. We want to find people who can teach you, right? Who can provide instruction, who can share that they're working on solutions. And even those experts that we share with you, they will not be proficient in everything, but they'll be working on the answers. I am so excited to find people who are working on solutions. We have enough people telling us there's problems. Shocker, there's problems, right? The water is overflowing and the forests are on fire. We know it. What is the answer? What is the solution? We have enough people pointing and doing nothing. We have enough people ringing the alarm and not doing anything. What is the solution? So I'm asking you, it's more homework for you guys, to be quite honest. I need you to tell me who we should be following, who should we be fanning, who should we be paying attention to, who are the people that should be telling the stories, who are the people that we can count on, who are the people that we should be hearing from. What organizations are you part of? What events are you attending? How can we begin to support all of the things that you have going on? How can we begin to work with you to get you closer to what it is that you want out of life? What events needed to be hosted? What things need to be promoted? Who can we be talking to? Where are the spaces and resources that you have that you can share with people all over the globe? This Is It Network has content contributors from all over the globe. Scotland, Nigeria, Toronto, London, needless to say, Phoenix, Boston, Portland, and where else? A bunch of other places. Cleveland, Cleveland, Detroit. We have people all over, San Francisco, San Diego, women all over who are willing to share their voice, willing to connect with each other. I'm asking you, what do you want to see? What content do you want to share? What is going to allow for you to get closer to what it is that you want? So many people share. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Who do you need to know? Who are the people that can help you get closer to what it is that you want? I know when I say, what are the resources that you need? All of you are like, money. I need money. And I'm not saying that we're not going to try to find you money. But what are the questions that you have that need answered? What are the rooms that you want to be in that you currently have no access to? What are the resources that we can provide to perfect your product or service or raise funds for your organization? How can we ensure that more people know you today than yesterday? How can we connect you to people, like-minded people that can help you get closer to what it is that you want? I think a lot of people in today's theme is asking questions from where you are, asking for directions from where you are. So many people are lost in this moment, are so tempted to quit, to give up, to say, I am no longer doing, I am no longer participating, I don't want to anymore. And I get it. But what I want us to really begin to think about, I want us to really begin to look at, I want us to really begin to think about what we can do to move forward, because crawling is still forward. And This Is It Network wants to provide you with all of the opportunities in order to be able to crawl forward. We're not saying that everything is going to be a sprint and that you're going to get everything that you want exactly when you want it. But what I am going to say is that we want you to participate in building a network, building a digital channel, building a platform that can provide resources for remarkable women all over the globe. We have some fun, exciting events that are coming up that we'd love for you to join us on. We are actually going to be hosting a women's health event in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So for any of you that are in PA or any of you that are on the East Coast or the tri-state area in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Delaware and would like to join us next Tuesday, that's July 22nd. I can't even believe that's the end of the month. Next Tuesday, July 22nd, we'll be hosting an event with Hologic at Louie Louie in University City in Philadelphia. It is a women's health event from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. It's a free event. Cocktails, appetizers. We'll be talking about women's health in celebration of National Fibroid Awareness Month. The National Fibroid Awareness Month. Fibroids it's such a huge issue amongst women. It's typically a silent inconvenience, to say the least. And so what we want to really be able to do is really be able to support that conversation. So we'll be talking to physicians and patients and gaining testimonies, as well as guidance and advice on how we can live our lives more comfortably and how we can have early intervention to make sure that we are really living well. So that event is on July 22nd, which is Tuesday, from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Information about that can be found within the link within the bio, as well as the links within the post. Our huge event, which is our Women's Live Conference, is our This Is It Network Live Conference, will be hosted here at the Forum Event Center, thanks to our friends at Innovative Catering Concepts in Blackwood, New Jersey. That's Southern New Jersey, in New Jersey, on the East Coast of the United States. That will be on September 19th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's a fun, packed, jammed event that will allow for us to be able to learn and laugh at the same time, from panel discussions to workshops to keynote speaking, all of the things to help you learn and thrive within these challenging times we'll be talking about and diving into. So please don't miss out. Please don't hesitate. Definitely make sure that you get in touch with us to learn more. More information on that event can be found at thisisitTV.com/live. Easy enough. Again, that information can be found with link within the bio as well as link within the post. We are doing our best to do our best. We'll be broadcasting live today and again on Thursday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. No, you're not going to stay here all night, Taquan. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. It's our morning show, Cheldon Live, that gives you an opportunity for you to be inspired and motivated. We'll be adding morning show and guests to be able to be part of the morning show and join us and be able to figure that out. We want you to be able to join us here as well. Log on, get us as much information as possible about what you are interested in seeing. We are broadcasting 26 new shows between now and the end of the year, and in 2026 we'll be adding additional shows for a total of 42. More shows, more events. We will be traveling in 2026. As I mentioned before, we'll be heading to Denver, Colorado to the Sundance Film Festival in January, then to the Super Bowl in San Francisco, California, in order to be able to support our Women in Sports event. So we'll be doing Women in Film at the Sundance Film Festival in January, Women in Sports at the Super Bowl in February in San Francisco, and then followed by South by Southwest in Austin, Texas in March, I believe. So yeah, so we're just busy, booked and busy, doing a bunch of different stuff, but we'd love to come out to a city near you. We are planning a small tour where I'll be hanging out, and I have a recent book that just came out. It's called Scream Your Dream. 66 Lessons to Build Your Personal Brand. It is an instructional guide to be able to support you in finding your voice and using it as often as possible. That's available on Amazon. So I'm doing a small book tour at the beginning of the year. I'll be visiting Atlanta, I'll be visiting Boston, and a few other cities throughout in conjunction with our national events. So I definitely want to make sure that the majority of you know where we're going to be and you can support the network as well. So if you have any questions at all, we are an open book. We are definitely looking for digital talk show hosts. So if you've ever wanted to host your own digital talk show, if you've ever had a story to tell or a perspective to share, we definitely want to be talking to you. Definitely hashtag Scream Your Dream. Anita, you're so good. You're so good. This is such a great opportunity for us to be working together, for us to be really telling the stories of remarkable women across the globe. Please let us know in the comments below or send me a direct message. Again, we have those two events coming up. Next Tuesday, we have our women's health event, thanks to our friends at Hologic. It's gonna be at Louie, a Fearless restaurant, part of the Fearless Restaurant Group in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in University City. You can RSVP for the event using the link within the post and the link within the link tree. We also have our Women This Is It Network Women's Conference, or This Is It Network Live Women's Conference, that's happening on September 19th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Packed jammed with a number of different remarkable women who have a lot to say, and we really want to be able to help you in connecting with all of them. So if you are vaguely interested in hanging out with us, if you are vaguely interested in learning more about This Is It Network, this is the opportunity to do it. This Is It Network is now available on iOS and Android. You can also check us out on Apple TV, Roku, and Fire TV. Anywhere you find and can download and pay attention to digital network, you can do so with us here at This Is It Network. We are broadcasting live currently on Instagram. We're seeing our great friends here on TikTok, and you can see us also on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So anywhere you can find us, anywhere in which we can connect with you, we have the ability to do so. We want to make sure you don't miss out. So the real ask really is, who do you know that has a sense of expertise? Who do you know that we should be connecting with? to be able to teach us an array of different things. Again, we have a women in sports program that is going to be launching. We have a whole program on infertility that's going to be launching. We have a program on talking to your adult parents. A large amount of our This Is It Network crew is part of what we call the sandwich generation. Individuals who have parents that need your attention, and individuals who in fact are parenting. Whether your dependents are pets, plants, or children, This Is It Network has something for you. So we have a number of different shows that go along those lines. We have travel, arts and culture, food, dining, so many different categories for you to choose from. So we want to hear from you. Are there experts in your world that can help contribute to This Is It Network? Do you know anybody who wants to host their own digital talk show or has blogs that they'd like to contribute to our This Is It Network blog? You can find all of those great articles and stories at thisisItTV.com/our blog. So if you'd like to write for This Is It Network, if you'd like to host a show for This Is It Network, if you'd like to attend our events, there's plenty of ways for you to get in touch. Right now, we're trying to find additional members to join our Scream Your Dream digital community. So our online community meets again every other week. We have a new community meetup that's happening next week, which is July 23rd. I cannot believe it's the end of July. July 23rd at 12 p.m. Eastern. We have a monthly membership group that gives you access to personal branding education, to me directly, the ability to learn about your business, to learn about how to promote your business more effectively, learn how to connect with more remarkable women across the globe. It gives us an opportunity to do that. So please let me know in the comments below if you'd like to get in touch with us, or send us a direct message. I'd love to be able to learn more about what all of you have going on and how we at This Is It Network can support and help you. Again, a little bit more information about me. I am the CEO and executive producer of This Is It Network. We started IG Creative, which is the parent company of This Is It Network and our Scream Your Dream Foundation, in 2009. So I've been at this for a minute. Jeez Louise, I've been at this for a minute. In 2014, we decided to create this digital streaming platform, and we did it as simply by interviewing remarkable people. We had an array of different production folks that were helping us out, and then within those early years, I was able to team up with Taquan Allen, who's my production manager now, who's plugged me in, who's Wi-Fi'd it all, who's gotten ourselves to a really good place. We're going to be finding more opportunities for us to broadcast this live on all of the platforms that I mentioned. Again, so iOS and Android, Apple TV, Roku, and Fire TV. We'll be broadcasting live on those platforms soon. But right now, we're broadcasting live on Instagram. You can catch us on TikTok, as well as on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And so the goal is to provide inspiration and motivation for all of you, as well as connect all of you within the chats to remarkable women across the globe. We want to hear from you. Who are you following? Who are you paying attention to? Who are the remarkable folks in which you are diving into as you are doom scrolling? I see you. Until 3 o'clock in the morning, who are the people that you're paying attention to? We want to make sure that we know who they are and that we expose and share them with our This Is It Network community. So consider this homework. Consider this an opportunity to say, I saw this crazy lady with lips and lashes today as I was scrolling through, as I was passing through on my favorite platforms, and she said that she was looking for people who wanted to be hosts. She said she was looking for people who wanted to write stories. She said she was looking for people who had something to say. She said she was looking for people who want to elevate their voice. And so I challenge you to find those people. I challenge you to think of yourself as one of those people. I challenge you to say, okay, if I had an opportunity, I'd want to increase my platform. I'd want to be able to share my expertise. Maybe she's not going to want to talk to me because I don't have over 1,000 followers. Maybe she doesn't think I'm of any use because I don't have 1 million followers, and that is just a lie. You don't need 1 million followers to make an impact. You don't need to be a TikTok sensation to be worthy of attention. I think that there's this weird notion that we're only rewarding people who already have a following. Meanwhile, the majority of experts who do what they do well, do not have time to be TikToking. They do not have time to be building an Instagram following because they're in the lab, because they're building the thing, they're baking the cookies, they're teaching the youth, they're in the space. And so what we really feel obliged to do and obligated to do is find those people, find the people who are doing good, find the people who are making an impact, and give them a platform. And then send them back. Go back to your labs, go back to your bakeries, go back to your corners of the world and continue to do good. But there needs to be a platform that rewards people who are doing the good work, even if they don't have 1 million followers, even if they don't have, or even if they're not a household name. We like the idea of being part of the treasure hunt. We like the idea of finding new people and figuring out the best ways in order for that to happen. But we need help. We need you to tell us. We need you to tell us who we need to get in front of. We need us to tell us who we need to be able to chat with. We need you to tell us who we need to be able to work with. Please send us. I see the links. I see the people, letting me know if there are people that we can collaborate with, especially all throughout the country and within other markets. I've already shared that we are based in Southern New Jersey. We'll be building a studio space, which is even more extensive. We're excited to be here, thanks to our friends at Forum Event Center here, thanks to our friends at the Innovative Catering Concepts. We're doing a lot of really great stuff and meeting with a lot of really great people. We have a lot of exciting things that are coming down the pipe that we want you all to know about, but we want you to reach out. We want you to be part of our This Is It Network community. We have been up and running and taking a slow go to kind of get there, but we're here. We arrived, we figured it out, and we want you to join us along for the ride. So if you have a story to tell, if you are interested in being part of This Is It Network in any way, or if you could just do us a favor and share this with as many people as possible, we would so appreciate it. We'd love for you to learn more about what we've got going on. As we wrap up, I wanted to be able to share with you, we are This Is It Network. This Is It Network is a global digital TV network connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do this each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. This Is It Network connects remarkable women to inspiring stories through educational entertainment. The goal is to help you all learn and laugh at the same time. We take women who are doing great things and we give them a platform. These women do not have to be household names. You do not have to know them by face, but ultimately giving them an opportunity to be seen and heard. There is nothing more powerful than being seen and heard. And so often, too many people are doing the good work that they're not promoting themselves in a way in which elevates what they have to say. This Is It Network is built for that. We're built for remarkable women leaders, executives, and entrepreneurs who want to be able to make this world a better place, that need more resources to do so, a better platform to make it work, and the ability to be able to connect with all of you. Finding your voice is one thing. Using your voice is another. Sharing what it is that you have to offer is a completely different game. And so what we want to do is help you with all of those things. We want you to help you connect with a new and exciting community of remarkable women. We want to give you the tools necessary in order to be able to elevate your voice. This Is It Network is a digital streaming platform that connects remarkable women to inspiring stories. We do that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections we provide. We are going to do our best to broadcast live on Instagram, broadcast live on Facebook, broadcast live on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and also on Facebook, right? Oh, on TikTok, my good old friends at TikTok. Broadcast live on all the platforms. And so we're going to be doing that. So we'll be back again on Thursday. We'll make sure to promote it all week so you guys know where to find us. We want to be able to elevate the voices of remarkable women, so you no longer whisper your wishes, and with confidence, you scream your dream. So please log on to thisisittv.com for more information. Make sure you follow, fan, and like us wherever you find at This Is It TV. And make sure that you download us everywhere you find This Is It Network. So that's iOS and Android. You can find us on Apple TV, Roku, and Fire TV. And until we see you again, check out that link within the bio and make sure you hit all of the links within the posts, because we want to make sure that we are connected. This is content that connects, community that grows and thrives in order for you to again scream your dream. I will see you next time for another episode of Cheldon Live on This Is It Network. Take care.